All right, so Arsenal versus Bayern Leverkusen. Let's talk about it. Okay, so not like the usual videos. I won't necessarily get into like the performance because another like lackluster performance from Arsenal. But I'm not necessarily going to begrudge the team considering that it's an away game in the Champions League, like in the round of 16 stages. So that's tough. I just want to highlight a couple worrying points in the team right now at this stage in the season. Two mainly. One, our star boy, Bukayo Saka. He's been injured a lot in and out of the team this season, so I understand. But we're at a point where we need Saka to show up. There's no other way to put it. The injuries are cool and everything. I'm not trying to say that that's not an excuse for you not to be at your best, but you've been playing in this team, you've been carrying this team for a long time. You are our X factor as we have it right now. There's no other player that looks to be stepping up at the moment. And we need you to actually start performing and start putting in those Saka performances. Not only that, we also need you to start registering more goals because according to our manager, you're our best finisher. So that's one point that I can't lie, I'm a bit contentious with. Saka hasn't been performing at his level and I'm slightly worried. Slightly.
I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit weak.
The second point, and it's another favourite player of mine, is Zubimendi. Zubimendi's role in the team these last couple of games have felt redundant. It doesn't make sense why him and Rice are in a double pivot doing the same thing. They're consistently passing the ball backwards or sideways. Zubimendi didn't play like that at the beginning of the season, so I don't know if now that the pressure's cranking up, people are feeling it and feeling the need to play safe. But right now, it's going against us. Zubimendi is literally not doing anything on the pitch right now. Declan Rice has more than 3 roles on the pitch now. He has to build the attack, he has to break up the attack, and he has to bring up the attack. Zubimendi is literally meant to be there to take some load off here. Obviously, he's not necessarily the Rodri, but he's good enough to take the load off Declan Rice. Pause. I'm not necessarily sure if this is a Zubi issue or an Arteta issue. I don't think Arteta has told him to play that this way. If I'm being mad real, I just don't see it happening. I could be wrong. But I think it has to do with Zubimendi. The amount of games, the physicality allowed in the league, I think a lot of that is catching up with him. And right now, the only thing that's going to take him through is courage. He needs to be more courageous on the ball, simple as. There are 2 people who are desperately needed back at this point in the season. One, the captain, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, there's something he does. He leads on the pitch. The press, when he's not there, we hardly get it right. It just doesn't feel like we press together anymore. And Odegaard leads that. It's sad that no one else can lead that press. And Odegaard is the only person that can organize people to lead the press. But we are at that stage where we need him back right now. We need to keep the ball in the midfield. We're not keeping the ball in the midfield. A lot of our games are like basketball games right now. We need a midfielder who's just going to take some pressure off the attackers and the defenders because they're getting way too many touches on the ball. The second person is Ben White, Blanco, bro. We need him fit. He's a different profile to Timber completely. And depending on the game, we need to have both of them available so we know which one we can pick and which one we can use depending on the game given to us. Using Timber as a one-size-fits-all for all types of games just not working at this point in time. We're not getting up, especially with Calafiori's injury record, because Hincapié is just going to stay in that left-back position. Bomb up and down through that left-back position, but he's going to stay on the left. He's not going to try and do that inverted thing. Timber is required to do it, Ben White is required to do it. They can do it, but in some games, you can see them being found out. And that's why Ben White, the option of having Ben White is great because the overlap now becomes more dangerous when Ben White is there immediately. It feels like I keep on coming back to this points of contention. And honestly, I'm just tired. But I'm tired of the left wing, man. I can't really say much of it because they're needed to the end of the season and we need to try and get over the line with what we have. And speaking of better, you hung your hat on Gyökeres, bro. I'm sorry. The player looks amateurish. He does. His touches are bouncing over the pitch. I think he kicked the ball off the pitch 3 times yesterday. Every time that he controls the ball, everyone is just happy. Why can't it be expected? Gyökeres, our striker controlling the ball makes people happy more than we expect it. It's like, oh, he controlled it. Wow. That's mad. Honestly, that's mad. But like, we need everyone. I'm happy Kai is back. Got that penalty. That was big for him, especially against his old club. Kai, please stay fit. I'm begging you. You've not been fit the whole season. At this point in time, we need you more fit than ever because I can't hang my hat on Gyökeres. I can't hang my hat on Jesus because the Jesus we have is not the Jesus we bought. It's a different Jesus. Do you get what I mean? So I'm not even going to try. I romanticize the old days with Jesus. Jesus is done. Finito. Another guy that I better needs to handle in summer. Shout out Noni. For everyone that's crying, that was definitely a penalty. No two ways about it. At first, I was like, to be honest, I was with the rest of you. I didn't think that was a penalty. But then when I saw the different angles about how his side fell on Madueke's leg, I think Madueke left his leg there for it to be falling on. But like, that's part of football. We want attackers to try and get fouled in the box. It's a foul. It's not a dive. It's soft though, but it's a foul. So everyone else in the comments that crying about diving and whatnot, cry your eyes out, man. I couldn't care less. But yeah, man. Champions League. I think with how the Champions League has gone this week, this result doesn't look so bad with hindsight. Even without it, 1-1 away from home in the Champions League knockout tie is not a bad result. We should be able to get it done at home. But yeah, man. Everybody that plays ethical hoops, everyone that plays ethical, exciting brand of football, I'm glad for you guys, man. I'm glad. I'm sure that got you your wins this week.